Hello my dear friends, it's Yuri Tvetkov and I'm making the video about one more video about the best rounds golf statistics. And the reason to this video is the first day of the Wyndham Championships, and we have an excellent result of the Varner during the first day, and currently he have played 70 holes and he's very close to play -8 during this round. And I need to say that the golfers are playing the par 70 at this time, and in this connection it's much more difficult to play the par 70 with the best scorage than the par 72, for example, because you know that currently they are playing with only 2 par 5 holes, and as we know, statistically the most birdies and eagles are coming exactly for the par 5 holes, and in this connection it is much more difficult to play to make the birdie on the par 4 holes than on the par 5 holes. So currently the Harold have made the first stroke, the tee shot, on the last for him 18th hole, and currently he is in 194 yards to the hole, and we will try to analyze the statistics on the previous holes, and I think that by the end of this video we will have the total results in this round from him, and the picture will be amazingly that's informative for us. I need to say that we are not so oftenly have business with such statistics as he have during the first round, because you see that greens and regulation percentage 94%. It's incredible. It's highly difficult to imagine that somebody can play better to improve such results. I think that it's just one hole from 17, but played not for the green, not with the greens in regulation. And plus there's the driving distance is quite good for him and quite good for any golfer who are taking part in this competition, and it's 13.5 yards. The driving accuracy percentage is also amazing. It's approximately 77%. And the strokes gained from the putting, it seems that it's not so highly big figure for such an amazing round, which is playing currently with the score -8, and in this connection 2.4 strokes gained from the putting is just the reasonable good but just average advantage which we can find for the rounds which are played with the score -4 or maybe -5 and better. So just take a look for play-by-play, his play-by-play results. So he have started from the first tee today, and on the first tee, he had a very good tee shot on the right fairway for 360 yards, and he was only in 97 yards to the hole. And from this distance, he have made the approach for 30 foot and 11 inches to the hole, and it's an average proximity for him from such a distance, and maybe a little bit less good than average. So from this distance, the probability of one putt was only less than 10%, and this connection it was not reasonable to expect from his birdie after such approaching. And in this connection, he have made 2 putts on this hole. On the third hole, again, the distance, the driving tee shot was 360 yards to the left intermediate, and he was in 132 yards to the hole. It was not so good position as on the previous hole, but he have made a very good approach to the green, and was only in 9 foot and 6 inches to the hole. So he have made very reasonable birdie with the probability maybe approximately 40% or something like that. In this connection, he received additional advantage for the strokes gained from the putting in this hole. On the next hole, he also had excellent approach and the excellent tee shot on the green, 177 yards to the green, only 5 foot and 11 inches to the hole, and very reasonable birdie with 1 putt. Next hole, he have played the first tee shot for 246 yards to the right rough, 171 yards to the hole, and this time he couldn't make the green in regulations. He have made a stroke to the left far away in big distance, 68 yards to the hole. But after that he have made a huge scrambling, because he have made a stroke for 40 yards to the green, only 3 foot and 5 inches to the hole, and this way he again make 1 birdie, so one putt, excuse me. So on the first 4 holes, he have made just 5 putts. That's incredible statistics. So the next hole was par 5, and here it was not anything special, that it was quite usual, quite statistical strokes, including the third one, which were made. Maybe the second stroke was very good on this hole, and another ones were average. And we can see the 6 foot and 0 inches to the hole. This time he couldn't make this putt. He have put too strong, and in this connection he has many reasons to make 1 more birdie, but he have lost his chance. So the next hole, and it was played in the par, because it was better than average statistics for the second shot, for the approach to the green, for 14 foot and 9 inches. The probability to make 1 putt from such a distance is less than 12%, and this connection he couldn't use this 12%, and it's quite reasonable, that it's not a problem at all. And the next hole is par 3, quite a long par 3. So the first stroke was for the green, and again the distance 28 foot and 11 inches is very good for the such the first stroke distance, and in this connection it was reasonable to expect the par after such a stroke, and they have made a par exactly. On the 8th hole, 255 yards to right far away. Just take a brief look where he have played. Okay, it seems that it was conservative stroke and were reasonable. So he have played with great accuracy, and he was just in 100 yards to the hole, and he have made a stroke for 9 foot and 7 inches to the hole, and he have made 1 putt from this distance. So his probability from the distance approximately 10 foot were better than average, and it was that it was give him some advantages. On the next hole, and again take a look, it seems that it was reasonable to play maybe longer tee shot here, but he have played very accurately, and that was very reasonable, because after the first stroke he was in 153 yards to the hole, and he have made the approach for 6 foot and 10 inches only, and again made 1 putt. And you see that during this on the first 9 he have very good statistics in the putting exactly, but in many cases the statistics were reasonable because his approaching were amazingly perfect. On the next hole he was not so highly conservative in his first stroke, because this hole was 440 yards long. So the first stroke with the driver, it seems that 307 yards to the right far away, 134 yards to the hole. The good approaching for the green, again with much more better statistics than usual, than average, and 11 feet 11 inches to the hole, and again 1 putt. So the average putting from average distances were very kind for him during this round. So on the next hole he can feel, that it's even more it was long par 4 for 167 yards. So the first stroke with the driver to the left fairway for 143 yards to the hole. The next stroke approaching to the green for 16 inches only. 16 inches only, and suddenly one more birdie. Amazing results. One more long par 4 holes, 216 yards, and he overstruck. For the first stroke to the green, he was on 51 feet 5 inches. Sometimes this is a critical distance, and maybe it's the 3 putts avoidance is coming in the game, but he have made the first putt for 8 foot and 3 inches to the hole, and he have made one putt from this distance again. It seems that distance from 8 to 11 feet, maybe 12 feet, were very critical and highly important for him during this day. And again, very conservative first stroke to the right fairway, 142 yards to the hole. Excellent approach to the green, 11 foot 5 inches to the hole, and one putt again. On the next hole, which we have played in the par, 300, just a second, what was 480 yards, almost 480 yards. Again, the long par 4 hole. And in this connection, it's reasonable to say that it is much more difficult to play with such a scoring which he had. So the first stroke for the right fairway, 162 yards to the hole. Next approach to the green for 18 foot and 1 inch. Good putt, but the second were also necessary. So the next par 5 hole, 330 yards to the right fairway. After that, he have made the stroke to the fringe for just 33 foot 7 inches to the hole, and it was the eagle chance, but he have made very good stroke just for 17 inches to the hole, and he have made the birdie. It looks like very easy birdie for him. So the next hole, he have made quite a usual stroke, tee shot with maybe the accuracy which is proximity which is very close to his average figures, but he have made a very good long putt from this distance, and the ball have stayed just in 14 inches to the hole. So it was some reasons to expect even the birdie on this hole. So on the 17th hole, he was very accurate again, and he have made the easy par with quite a usual, quite usual statistics for every stroke. But again, he was close to make the one putt only with 13 inches to the hole only. And when we have made this video, during the time when we have made this video, he have finished his round with -8, 31, 31 for first and second nines, ins and out nines. And in this connection, that last hole was the 304 yards to right intermediate, 194 yards to the hole, and after that he have make a stroke to the fringe again. So the fringe, it's reasonable to say that it's the part of the green, and 64 foot 11 inches to the hole, and after that again very good long putting, maybe chipping, I don't know exactly, to 3 foot 5 inches to the hole, and he have made a par this way. So the total statistic for him, that the fringe is not included in the greens regulation percentage, and this connection, the close statistics maybe the same as it was before that, but the greens and regulations were 89%. So two of the greens were not achieved in the greens in the regulation strokes. The strokes gained for the putting was 2.5. This is amazingly good result, and it's you know that it's much better than his average statistics. And this connection is maybe not so highly reasonable to expect that all his other rounds will be such beautiful in the first one. But thanks to him, the first day of the uh, Wyndham Championship was highly interesting, and you know that attract a lot of attention. Just take a brief look for the followers, and we need to say that they have played also perfectly for them. And for example, the Webb Simpson, if he is starting with such a good round, his first round, it's reasonable to expect that for all 4 days he will be in the struggle for the best places on this tournament, at least for the first third position. And so I hope that such videos will be very useful to save in the memory and to use them time to time to analyze the results of the best rounds and to understand what is the difference between the best rounds and the average rounds for the for different golfers and for the golfers totally. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope to see you on my channel. I will be thanks a lot for any comments or any information, any ideas which you will find useful to exchange. Hope to see you again. Have a good game. I love the golf. Thank you very much. Bye.